Welcome back everyone, I hope you've had a great day so far and that you're doing well. For this video we'll actually be going through a quick review of the entry grade Conan Edogawa, and this is the main lead character from Detective Conan, and the kit, as I mentioned back in the unboxing, was released by Bandai. So I actually thought I would like to try and do a quick review, mainly because half the things I would review I can't because it doesn't have it. So I guess before we get too carried away, so I guess in terms of the actual model itself, so here is Conan, standing there in all his fixed posed goodness. So there is no articulation in this kit. As I said, it is fixed pose. If you want to be a little technical, I mean, there's a little bit of movement in the head whenever it comes into view, which it's not going to want to. So there's some very minuscule movement in the head. There's a little bit in the ankles, but it's just really to camera's doing terrible with the autofocus today. Yes, as I was saying, so the ankles, it's not so much articulation per se, it's just more to help flatten the feet when standing. So when I do that, obviously nicely firm-footed on a flat bottom, but yes, he is unfortunately very much in this fixed pointing pose off to the distance, so not much in that sense, which is okay. It's an entry grade, it's a humanoid depiction of a character, so it's not like a mecha where it needs it per se. Whilst this would have been a very interesting kit to have with articulation, and it's not outside of Bandai's reach, but as an entry grade, I think them having the pre-pose does help with the actual simplicity of the kit as an entry grade. So what I will do is we will quickly spin him around, and I guess at the same time I will try and sight off some commentary as Conan spins and points in various directions. So I guess what is good about this entry grade? One, it's an entry grade. It's relatively cheap, and if you have watched either the ongoing series or the movies, I think you would really enjoy it. The way that they've done the kit comes together very nicely. Color separation is actually very good. So if you've ever seen entry grade RX-78s, you would have realized, well, assuming you're into the Gunpla side of things, the color separation at this entry grade level is very, very good. And I think with Conan here, it is still very much a continuation of that solid color separation. It also does help that he doesn't have too many colors there. So the colors very good. As I said, the build is great. It's easy to assemble. I think the only parts that had a bit more, well, I won't say trouble, a few more pieces involved with the head and the shoes. There's a few parts that come together there, especially in the shoes where there's those red parts are pre-colored red plastic. The glasses are actually to a very good effect. It is the clear lenses attaching into a thin frame, which is really good. I think in previous days you'd almost wonder if they would have been solid plastic with stickers on them. That is actual clear plastic. The only stickers on this kit are for the eyes. There are actually two different sets of eyes. So one set of stickers will cover the entire eye shape. The stickers which I ended up using more of his main eyeball and retina area. So the actual whites of his eye released to one corner is the actual plastic, not an actual sticker. What else can I say is really good about this? Cheap and affordable, I've already mentioned that. I should really write down notes for these as time goes on. Color separation, ease of build. This didn't take me too long, and that was actually including cutting pieces off the runner instead of doing what I've done previously and pre-snipped the kit and then just cleaned up and built up on the way. But yeah, I would say overall this is a very solid kit. In terms of the weaknesses, and I guess what I will do is I will try and grab Conan and actually see if the camera decides to align. So I guess the first part would be, so on the legs, not the legs, on the shoes I should say, seam lines. So the parts do come together in the middle, so some of the seams are quite noticeable more than others. So you're definitely seeing the front of the shoe lip and the inner socks, I guess. It's a bit apparent there. There is the seam in the I'm going to say the side of the leg, if it ever comes into focus, which it really does not want to. Okay, there we go. Wow, that's some really close-up focus. Yes, seam in the leg, which isn't too bad. It's actually not terrible. There is a bit of seam in the side of the shorts. Camera really doesn't like it today. Nothing too noticeable in the actual blazer jacket. I mean, there are some, but they're a bit more subdued, and there is a bit of a crack in his skull where his bangs basically are attached to his head. So I'd say they would be some more of the negatives, where there are some seams in there, but at the same time, I guess it's an entry grade, so it's to be expected. Are there any weaknesses of the kit? To be honest, for its price point, the amount of plastic you're getting, it's very hard to really note any weaknesses of the kit overall. Seams are very superficial, so it's with any plastic kit, so it's not like it's unique to this particular kit. If anything, it's just placement. It's a bit odd in some places, but it's a very minor thing to worry about, especially if you're looking at it from a distance. My overall thoughts would be, and I've only seen about 2, maybe 3 movies. I haven't actually seen any of the series. I quite enjoyed building this kit. I would recommend this for anyone who is very familiar with the series, and if you are interested in kit building, grab one if you can. It's a lot of fun. It really is. Yeah, and I actually do hope they do release some more, whether it be some more pose variations or other members of the reoccurring, I dare say cast, because it's TV series slash movie, but obviously more of the main characters. It'd be nice to actually see them get possible model kits. Being an ancient grade, maybe not. It does seem to be very geared towards main antagonists of the... Wait, did I say it right? Is it antagonist or protagonist? Pretty sure it's protagonist. The main lead character will probably get an ancient grade treatment and not so much other supporting characters. But we'll see. Who knows? Demon Slayers also started releasing model kits in a bit of a fixed pose type, so potentially, if that goes well, it may spur off of the series to have model kits. We will see. Time will go on and we'll find out. But yes, from my perspective, this is easily a solid, enjoyable kit, and as I said, I do recommend grabbing one if this is definitely up your alley. I will have a link in the description to the kit over at HobbyLink Japan as well. I don't know if it's currently in stock, but if it is something you want, I definitely wouldn't be against you just saying put the order through. It'll be on back order, which is fine, but when it gets filled, that's confidence that you know you'll get it. And yeah, it's as I said, it's definitely very fun value for its price point, and I definitely quite enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching this video. I know it's been a while since I've done some reviews, but I thought, hey, why not? And it's also good that he's fixed pose. Feel free to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Extra content can be found on my Instagram account, as I've mentioned before, and there will be a link to that in the description. Thanks again for your ongoing support to help grow this channel. Stay safe and take care, and I will catch you all in the next video. See ya.